one on the logo. The logo looks exactly like the EFF, and just a bit of changes. Africa, spear, black hand holding a spear. It looks exactly like the EFF. Maybe just a quick one on that.
It doesn't look exactly like the EFF. Like,
Similar.
it doesn't even look similar. So you must go and see the logo of the EFF, and then you must look at this logo. You will see that they are different. I conceptualized the logo of the EFF then as to what it means. So I know there's a difference between the logo of the EFF and this one. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, please.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King's SO. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host is in Chivasono. And we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking about the logo of the Africa Maibuya movement. And I think it's a nice logo, Shem. Yes. Let me start by congratulating Floyd Shivambo from his journey of politics. I think the reason that made Floyd leave the EFF is that he did not see a path where he was going to be president of that party as long as Sello Malema was still alive. So he wanted to be the party president, but he was hoping that his friend, his brother, Julius, will say, let me step down and Floyd, you lead for the next coming 4 years or whatever case can be. But Julius Malema has got a strong following and a strong religious love from his supporters in the EFF. They can see absolutely nothing wrong with Julius Malema. So even though people will then claim say they follow the 7 cardinal pillars and everything, people follow personalities in South Africa, whether you like it or not. And Julius Malema is a big personality in Africa for that matter. So there was no way people were going to give Floyd a chance there. He went to the MK political party thinking that there, because the old man is old, he might get a chance of becoming the next political leader in the MK political party. And I think they promised him in a certain way that listen, when you look around, there's no one that can match you here. Because remember, we were viewing Floyd as the think tank, as the brains, as the person who can memorize, who knows African history, who's well learned and everything. So when you look at the MK, the only person there that you can really compare him is Dr. Khanyisile, Shabalala, maybe Andile Ngitama, who else? That other king from the other chief from the Ndebele tribe, him also. Just forgot his name. But Floyd would emerge as the top of the cream de la of the MK political party. But also there he met a lot of obstacles. So he was left with no choice but to say, if I want to become president of a political party, never mind president of the country, let me rather start my own thing. And the way he did it was very smart, consultation, going around the country, province to province, some provinces visiting 3 to 4 cities in one province. I'm telling you, it was a very smart thing that Floyd Shivambo did. And it made me, I was then shocked, okay, this thing is very well funded. Because you guys, it's not cheap to travel around the country with an entourage. And Floyd came here in Kimberley. He had blue lights that came here. Security came here before him to survey the place, check the place around and everything. And I'm like, hey man, Floyd is traveling with blue lights. Floyd, where does Floyd make his money? Who is funding this Maibuya movement? And I'm saying that because Floyd told us that in the MK political party, when he was traveling with party business, he never used party funds. So you ask yourself, where did Floyd get all of this money for him to work for a political party but don't use its funds for accommodation and transport? For me, that did not make sense. Anyways, the MK never challenged that statement of Floyd, so I'm thinking that is true. So going to Maibuya, going around the country, ending with KwaZulu-Natal. He went to every province where he went. He spoke to the chiefs, the kings. He spoke to religious leaders. He spoke to members of the MK political party who are not happy that he left. Some members of the EFF, as we see in the leadership, that followed him and everything. So not a big number, but there are people that followed him from the EFF. There are people that followed him from the MK political party to form this Africa Maibuye movement. So with that, the resilience to do that, to start a political party from scratch, understanding the financial resources that you must obtain to start a political party, I commend him for that. I say well done for that. He did a good job. And I said the advice that we gave from King Said So is that, Floyd, run your own race. The people that follow you, let them follow you, it's fine, but don't start a party that looks like you want to fight the EFF, a party that looks like you want to fight the MK political party, a party that tries to prove a point. Run your own race. Run your own race. As a politician, run your own race. Forget about the EFF. Forget about some of the things that you claim that you have done for the EFF. Forget about everything about that has to do with the EFF. But Floyd did not listen to that. Every chance he gets, he's going to take a jab, talking about the family Stokvel, talking about the cult political party, the EFF, and all of that. And for me, it makes him lose a lot of credit. It makes him lose a lot of credit for me, So I don't like it. So, because people say he comes out arrogant, he comes out all-knowing and all of those things, and he looks down to people and all of that. Those things are becoming true in terms of what he says. He must stop saying that he single-handedly started the EFF. There is no such thing. There's no such thing. He must stop saying that he conceptualized the logo of the EFF. He must stop saying things like that. These people. Anyway, let's go to the logos. You guys still remember what was that party? The ELF, the ELF that copied the logo of the economic freedom fighters. Hulisani was the leader of the ELF, and that logo was definitely identical to the EFF one. Just some colors here and there. That logo was exactly the same. It was exactly the same as the EFF logo. I think the EFF won that case with the IEC, and then the ELF had to change their logo, and that's how things did. But now with this one of the Africa Maibuye movement, they are the same. I don't even want to use the word similar, because that will be putting it lightly. They are the same. They are the same. And the Maibuye people might argue with us and say, no, it's not. Whatever the MK, they are the same. They're the same. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it and say whatever. If this is what Floyd wanted to do, if he wanted to copy the logos of the MK political party and what do you call that thing, and the EFF, for me, if he wanted to make people really angry, I would have put in a shield as the main frame of what he did. I would have put in if that's what he was trying to do. But looks like, because we know the spear, all of us, we recognize it because of Umkhonto weSizwe. Honestly, in South Africa. In South Africa, when you say spear, it's the Zulu tribe, the Umkhonto weSizwe. It makes perfect sense. That's where it comes from. All of us. It's indeed true that the pen comes from the student movement of the EFF. It's true. We can't argue this thing. The people that did it first is the people that did it first. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very smart political move, not bright one, but a very smart political move for Floyd, because now the EFF people continue to talk about him. Remember, there is no such thing as bad publicity in politics. In politics, as a politician, you want people to talk about you every week. Every week. Whether they say you have gained weight, whether they say you have lost weight, whether they say you have copied a logo, whether they say you are going to fail, whether they say you're going to succeed. As a politician, you want to be topical. You want always people must say something about you. And Floyd, I'm telling you, Floyd, we will always speak about Floyd. That one he has mastered. We will always speak about Floyd. You know, he does not lose relevance. There are people in the MK political party that we no longer speak about. Case in point to Andile Ngitama. Great politician. But, you know, we hardly speak about these people. Vuyo Zungula, when last did we speak about Vuyo Zungula? Great politicians. But they are not mastering media. They are not mastering it. And Floyd, I know how to stir controversy. Yeah, he knows how to cook that pot. He knows very well. So because journalists, they like these questions, they like these things, they will be up in Floyd's face again. But it looks the same. What do you say about people that say it looks the same? And then what's going to happen? The EFF is going to respond from it. One of the EFF leaders is going to be asked, did you see the logo of Maibuye? What do you think? You know, and what is the EFF going to say? We can't even call that thing by a political party. We are not even sure what is going. You know, it's a response that Floyd wants. Floyd wants us to talk about him. Mina, I've made it a call for the King Said So podcast to say we will cover these political parties, these African political parties, because, like I said, I have given up in saying these guys must unite. Politicians, they are not like civil movements. They are selfish in nature, politicians. So they are going to work for what is best for their political party, and that's what they're going to do. My hope is that when the ANC, the MK, the EFF, the IFP, the whoever political party does not win the majority in politics, in elections, I mean, they should find it with themselves to work together so that they can keep the DA and the Freedom Front Plus out. Because I want to address the issue of Cape independence. I want to address the issue of Cape independence and how Pan-Africanism can destroy what is happening there. I was speaking to one political party leader. You guys will get to know about this political party probably next year. And we were discussing to say the stance of Pan-Africanism works kakulu for the EFF. Kakulu, because in South Africa, we've got over maybe 7 million foreigners here. Many of them undocumented, yes, but once they get documented and they get naturalized, who do you think is going to be the president of this country in 2039? When they have gained their South Africans green barcode identification books? Who do you think those guys are going to vote for? They are definitely not going to vote for the ANC. They're going to vote EFF. The same goes with what is going on there in Cape Independence. But I'll touch on it once I did enough research and everything. But open your mind and see what is going on here. I get some people like making fun of Julius and say, yeah, you will get votes in Nigeria. Yeah, you will get votes in Nigeria. From Nigerians, but in South Africa. Because some of these people, they've been in our country long enough for them to be citizens here. Whether you like it or you don't like it, that is what is going to happen. There is going to be a big infiltration of foreigners in our country. And I'm speaking, when I say foreigners, I mean those who come from Europe, those who come from Israel, those who come from wherever, landing there in the Cape and naturalizing after 10 to 15 years and then voting for the political movement that they want. And they will be backed by the US. So what will be the counter? A reaction from Africa? Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism will save us. That time, everyone will be claiming Pan-Africanism, but it's fine. It's all right. Go in the comment section. Tell me what do you think about the logo. Like I said, for me, they are the same. There are little differences here and there, but they are the same. Let's stop joking around and pretending. But we will see what Floyd will do from here. I will try to do another recap about his speech that he delivered members, 2 deputy presidents, I believe, and all of those things. I will address it. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you're having a beautiful Saturday. I had a beautiful one. I actually woke up and did 15 kilometers today. A run, nice slow run. I'm a very slow runner, but I love. I'm working on cutting my weight a little bit. My weight was up in the past 3 months. So when I start my Saturday like that, nothing can change my day. I really love getting healthy and all of that. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Click the subscribe button so that you don't miss any post from Kingsley. So hit the bell icon. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.